Hola, hola, hola. Welcome to another episode of Mujer de Éxito Unbounded. And welcome to the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel. Gracias por estar aquí. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bienvenidos, bienvenidas, bienvenidas to the Mujer de Éxito Unbounded, Woman of Success Without Limits podcast. And today is an amazing podcast. As many of you know or have been watching me on social media, I'm in the process of rebranding myself based on a conversation I had with a mastermind group that I belong to. So today we're going to be talking about, ahora vamos a platicar about embracing your age, because you need to understand that age is your superpower. Once again, welcome, welcome, welcome to Mujer de Éxito Unbounded. I am MartiAngel, your host for this episode and for the podcast Mujer de Éxito Unbounded. If you're watching me on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel, make sure to hit that subscribe bell and make sure that you are actually taking a look at the links at the bottom. And if you're listening to me on your favorite podcast, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, whatever platform you use, gracias por estar aquí. I'm MartiAngel, your host. So make sure you download the podcast episode, because that's how we are able to control the algorithm. But let's get started, okay? Vamos. Today, let's talk about age is your superpower. Hola, mujeres de éxito. Welcome back to another empowering episode of Mujer de Éxito Unbounded. Once again, if you're just joining me, my name is MartiAngel. I am your guide on this journey to discovering how we as seasoned mujerpreneurs can still thrive and succeed and make money in el mundo digital from everywhere, from anywhere, from the comfort of your home, from traveling to Hawaii like I was traveling, wherever you are. And whether you're listening to me live or catching this later, I'm so grateful that you are here. Gracias por estar aquí. Mi corazón se abre para ti. So today, vamos a platicar de algo muy personal, something very deeply personal. How I am in the process of rebranding myself right now from the empowering Latina coach to the multiple streams queen. But let me tell you, I wasn't always this multiple streams queen. I was a dual streams queen because I had always had two jobs. I always had my eggs in one basket, the major job, and then ever since I was 16, I had been working at gyms and teaching classes, fitness classes, forever. So that was always a secondary income. And that's the income that I used for, extra things to buy around the house and maybe buy my kids at something special and then saving up for Christmas, all of that. So that's what I did with that money. But let's talk about today. Fast forward to today, and I just want to say that in these last 4 or 5 years, I've been working on multiple streams, right? And today, I want to share with you how you can also do it too, because if I can do it, I know that you can do it too. I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. And I invite you to join me in creating these multiple streams of income. No importa tu edad. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your background. O si estás en la etapa de retiro, if you're on the verge of retirement and wondering what's next in my life. If this is you, then it's your time. Understand that it's never, ever too late to tap into your full potential. But now let's talk about, okay, a ver, Martita, as my dad would say. Why multiple streams? Well, let's start with that big question. Why are multiple streams of income so important? Especially for us, the seasoned mujer and the seasoned mujerpreneur. Even as, okay, let's say you have a business, right? You have a business. But what happens if you've got your eggs all in that one basket and the business goes down? Then what are you going to do? It's kind of like, as you guys all know, I do real estate on the side only for people that are, that I really care about. I've had my real estate license for forever. But if you were full-time, when I was full-time real estate, I would put my eggs all in selling this one house and, in these one buyers. And then after that deal was done, I would have to go and fetch again. I call it fetching, and fetch a new group of customers or gather a listing. So I had to restart all over. And that, my friends, is not residual income. And so it was like, okay, so, that's something, that's an extra income, but it's stop and start. I want a consistent flow of income. So that's what was happening. So we all know that depending on just one income source is a risk. It really is. ¿Por qué? Porque la vida es impredecible, right? It's unpredictable. You have worked hard toda tu vida. You have worked hard all of your life. And now, in this next stage, which we call the walking into the sunset of our life, you're ready to retire. You're looking at retirement a few years away. And you're wondering, híjole, what am I going to do? What if you don't have a good retirement system? What if, you don't have, a 401k or whatever it is? And what if you do? It's still not going to hurt creating another stream of income. So think about this. You are a seasoned woman, a seasoned mujer, and you're thinking about the next stage. And it's important. It's now time. Let me tell you that if you're there, it's time for you to embrace new opportunities. But the beauty about it is now with social media, the internet, AI, and all of that, you can do it on your own terms. Imagine that, on your own terms. That's what I love about the concept of multiple streams of income. Flexibility and financial security are a benefit of multiple streams of income. But what does that actually mean, though? Well, let me share with you. It means diversifying your income, creando streams that are flexible, creando, resilient, and streams that work for you, not the other way around, that you have to keep working for those streams. So whether it's through side hustles, online businesses, network marketing, or monetizing your knowledge, you have the power to design your income strategy. Now, caveat here, every single thing that I just mentioned is one of my streams of income. My largest stream of income, which actually opened my eyes, was my network marketing, right? My network marketing business. Why? Because I love it, because I love the philosophy, because I love the values, because I love its values and they align with mine. And that's what you have to do. Think about what you're going to start that aligns with yours. So, like I said before, as a college professor, I'm now monetizing my knowledge online. But you have the power to design your income strategy, mujeres, hermosas, chulas. You have the power to design what it is you want to create. And no one else can say anything. And you need to understand not to allow others to say things that you don't need, right? We don't need somebody filling up our head with nastiness, right? No. Or that stinking thinking, So now let me share my story. Okay. I want to allow myself to be vulnerable. So let me take a deep breath. because this hits very close to home, because this is home. This is my story and my why for multiple streams of income. This whole concept of multiple streams isn't just a theory for me. It is my reality. But it wasn't my reality over 15 years ago. So years ago, I was making a 6-figure income. I loved my job. I loved what I was doing. And I was feeling unstoppable. But yet I got to the point where it's like, is this all there is? And as soon as I started to feel that, I was like, okay, what's going to happen next, right? And so without warning, all of a sudden, I thought I was set. I thought that 6-figure income was going to be my base, right? But like they say, anything about jobs, J-O-B, just over broke. But I thought I was set. But then in less than one day, in less than 24 hours, everything changed. Oh my God. Everything just came knocking down. It just came tumbling down. I can't even think, the sound to represent that. It felt like an avalanche. The rug was pulled out from under me, and in less than 24 hours, in menos de 24 horas, I went from 6 figures to 0 figures. Look at that big 0. If you're watching me on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel, 0. I went from 6 figures to 0 overnight. It was devastating, to say the least. It was devastating to say the least. It was devastating. The fear, the uncertainty, the pain, the doubt, the guilt, it was overwhelming. It was overwhelming. I knew in that moment where I sat around, as I was told, we no longer need your services, to feel that kind of financial vulnerability again, I said, no más, jamás, never again. I don't want to feel it. I felt like somebody was grabbing my heart, pulling it down into my stomach and out of my body. I thought I was going to pass out. And the worst part about it is that it didn't just hit me, but unfortunately was a time when many of my friends had been working at different locations in 15, 16 years of your life that you give in service to that company, and then they can just turn around and say, no más, no quiero. And it happened to me. I have I have a bachelor's degree with 3 minors. I have a master's degree in, education administration. I have another master's degree in nutrition. And it happened. My friend was an engineer, and it happened to him. So that experience, mujeres hermosas, chulas, was a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call. In that moment, I made a promise to myself that I would never again depend on just one single source of income. I also made it my mission to help others, como ustedes, avoid that same trap. Because we get brainwashed into thinking, ooh, yeah, look at, I'm making 6 figures. Yeah, this is going to last forever. And you're young, you're in your, late 30s, early 40s, and you're thinking, this is living the world. This is living on top of the world. And then all of a sudden you get to your 50s and you're freaking thinking, oh my God, now what am I going to do? Right? Now, I was in my late 40s when this happened. Oh my God. So I was devastated, to say the least. fears. How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to pay my mortgage? I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose this. I'm going to lose that. Oh, all the rush of emotions that came that knocked me down, depression, illness, all of this stuff. It just was horrible. And when I got back up, I said, no más. No me va a pasar a mí. It's not going to happen to me again. And I'm going to make sure that I am the sound on for other mujerpreneurs that are thinking that their one business is going to make it, or that are thinking that their one income is going to make it. So this is how I began to explore. It started with reading. My husband and I started reading the book by, I forgot his name, Robert something, but it was called Multiple Streams of Income. And that's where I was introduced. And my husband said to me, we are going to get one stream of income in everything that's in the book. So where'd we start? We started with network marketing. I didn't know what the heck that was. But fast forward to today, and I'm proud to say I've created multiple streams of income. I get income from podcasting. I get income from writing. I get income from network marketing. I get income from my book sales. I get income from selling my courses. I get income from from creating coloring books. I'm just so proud that now my income is so diverse. Yes, I do get income from, residual, from, investments and things like that. But I've turned my life around. Cambié mi vida. And now, mujeres hermosas, chulas, les quiero ayudar a hacer lo mismo. I want to help you do the same. Now, there have been some amazing top-notch network marketers that I've, gotten to meet, but then it scares me too, because let me tell you what happened also in my network marketing business. Somebody stole half of my downline, and then there went half of my income there. So all of those that are, ranking high and making high and all of that, it's still just one stream of income. So I would even suggest to you, if you're listening to me and you're one of the top 1%ers, take some of that money, baby, and let's start giving you some multiple streams of income. Let's start creating. It's never too late. When is it too late, Marty? Cuando estás muerta, when you're dead. So now, what do these income streams look like in real practice? Let me break it down for you. For me, it started with baby steps, small steps. I began exploring ways I could use my skills and my experiences to create new income avenues. I hired a coach, one coach after another, and I've had a coach every year. And if you're listening to me and thinking, pero Marty, no sé ni dónde empezar, I want you to know I've been there. And I'm here to help you. Estoy aquí para ayudarte. It's not about knowing everything right away, which that for me was the perfection syndrome that I needed to get rid of. But it was about taking that first step. It was about knowing what to do next. And some of the examples of income streams that I make money from are podcasting. Why? Let me talk to you about that. You can monetize a podcast by partnering with sponsors or creating exclusive content for paying subscribers. Two ways. You can do what I've done, online courses or workshops. Turn your knowledge into profit. Whatever your expertise is, there's someone out there who needs your help. There's someone waiting for you to speak up. How about affiliate marketing? I do that as well. Partner with brands that you believe in, like I do, with products in my Stan store. And as an Amazon influencer, my storefront on Amazon. You can earn commissions for sharing what you love. And then, network marketing. Share the products that you use daily with your loved ones and with others. But most important, if you are lucky to have a great sponsor, then remember that network marketing is really a business course rolled into a business. You see, these are just some of the streams of income that I have and some that I share with you. But the beauty about these streams is that they can grow alongside your schedule and fit into your lifestyle. You get to decide how much time and energy you invest in each one. You are the queen of your time, right? And the beauty about this is the benefits, mujeres hermosas. Let's talk about los beneficios of creating multiple streams of income. It's not just about making money, but it's about creating financial freedom and security. When you have multiple streams, you're not relying on one income source to sustain you. That's flexibility. Eso es flexibilidad. And that means that if one income slows down, one stream slows down, the others keep things moving until you can gather that one up. And another benefit is the freedom to do what you love wherever you love. Let me give you an example. If you're following me on social media, you can see that 2 weeks ago, for 3 weeks, I was on the big island of Hawaii where I used to live. And you can see everything that I was doing, but I was still working from home. But I was working from home in my home in Hawaii, right? So you can do that. You can have the freedom to do what you love, to do it wherever you love to do it from. Imagine, imagínate, waking up every day knowing that your work aligns with your passion y tus valores and your values. The first course that I wrote was like, I needed to reconnect the mujeres with their values. You see, we're on social media that we don't understand that we're losing our values by being on social media. We're seeing so many things that make us question. Come back and revisit your values. What are your values? Whether you're spending time with your family, traveling, or simply enjoying your hobbies, the money continues to flow when you have multiple streams of income. That's the beauty about it. And that's the kind of freedom that multiple streams can give you. Mujeres hermosas. I didn't realize that I was the multiple streams queen until one of my community members said, "Oh my gosh, you have done so much. You are like the multiple streams queen." And then it hit me. She said, "You need to be out there sharing this." And it was like, there's my rebranding. You see, one of the things that I do is I listen, I meditate, and I know how to listen. And I know that every time something is said to me, it's because God put it out there. Why do I know that? Because I always say this prayer: Divine Mother, Father God, Holy Spirit, Son is one. Move me. Move my body, move my soul, move my words, move my thoughts, move my emotions. So that everything that I do today, everything I see, everything I speak, everything I hear, put my awareness and my attention on is God-given, God-blessed, and God-loved for my highest good and the highest good of all. You see, then I go and I pay attention to what is said to me. I go and I pay attention if I hear somebody behind me talking to somebody else, but I have caught that piece, those words. Those were messages. Those are how the angels speak to us. So, but let's get back to it. We've all experienced that. But having several income sources ensures that you're better prepared for whatever comes your way. It's a safety net that can give you peace of mind, knowing you're in control of your financial destiny. Now, you're asking me, pero Marti, Well, Marti, where do I start? How do I do this? And you're wondering, how did you do it? Well, like I said, the first step is really, truly to get organized. I've seen too many mujeres jump into the digital world without a plan, only to feel overwhelmed. And I want you to know that you don't have to feel overwhelmed. I would be more than happy to be your multiple streams queen coach, right? But I want to help you avoid that. That's why truly I've created a resource that will guide you through the process of organizing your digital life and setting yourself up for success. And now you're asking me, well, where can I get that resource? But let me tell you a little bit more about it. That resource breaks down exactly what you need to do to begin to build your multiple streams of income. So let me invite you to visit my Stan store at MartiAngel, right? To grab this resource. If you're listening to me or watching me on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel, it's in the link. The link is in the description below. If you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite shows, it's in the show notes. So make sure, or reach out to me at Marti with an I, Angel _ELC for Empowering Latina Coach. It's going to help you streamline your presence and make sure that you're on the right path. Like I said before, the link is either in the description below or in the show notes if you're listening to the podcast. If you're watching me on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel, maybe you're watching me on the replay. Gracias por estar aquí. I am so incredibly grateful to each and every one of you, my watchers and my listeners. But before I wrap up today, let me remind you, déjame recordarte, there's no better time than now to take control of your financial future. You deserve more than just an income stream. You deserve financial freedom. You deserve flexibility and the peace of mind that comes with having multiple streams of income. Es muy importante. So let me again invite you, visit my Stan store today and grab your resource that will guide you on how to organize your digital life and start building your multiple streams of income ahora. Ya sabes, you'll find the link in the show notes or in the video description if you're watching me on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel. But here's what I want you to do. No esperes, don't wait. Take this as your sign. This could be the first step to transforming your financial future. As always, mujeres hermosas, chulas, thank you for joining me today. Mujeres de éxito. Hasta la próxima. Remember that your potential is limitless. And let's build this future juntas. ¿Por qué? Because we know that juntas podemos más. We thrive on collaborations. We don't thrive on competition because competition kills one or the other. Collaboration lifts up both of you. Hermosas, chulas, I hope you found value in today's podcast. And if you did, make sure to share it with somebody else who may need to hear this. Because that way you help me, and now I'm asking for your help, my beautiful listeners. You help me share the message of empowerment to other mujeres. As you know, I've always been the champion for the underserved, the underprivileged, and the underrepresented. And as we Latinas and BIPOC mujerpreneurs or mujeres, we need to help each other because that's where we are. We are the underserved, the underprivileged, and the underrepresented. But I'm here. As always, this is MartiAngel, your host of the Mujer de Éxito Unbounded show. Gracias por estar aquí. And as I always say, Acuérdate que juntas podemos más. Remember that juntas podemos más. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Namaste.